Hi, I'm Lou Manfredini, Ace's Home Expert, and in this video, I'm going to show you how to stain a deck. Now, whether you just installed a deck or it's starting to look a little weathered, it's a good idea to stain your deck. Staining not only improves the appearance of your deck, but it also helps the deck to last longer by protecting it from the elements. Now, there are a lot of different stains out there for this project. We are using a Cabot semi-solid stain and sealer. Once you find your desired color and the type of stain, be sure to read the application instructions on the package. Stain application varies by manufacturer and stain type. The first thing you want to do is check the forecast. Stains have a drying time. This stain requires 24 to 48 hours to properly dry. If it rains, it could wash away some of the stain before it had a chance to properly set. Now the forecast is looking good. Let's get started. A few days before you stain, be sure to clean and pressure wash the deck and allow a day or two to fully dry before applying the stain. Replace any warped or missing boards before you begin. Start by mixing your stain. Just like paint, stain settles and it needs to be mixed before applying. Now, if you have a spare board laying around, I would suggest testing your technique there first until you get the hang of it. Start applying the stain from the top down. Stain the railings and the spindles before staining the deck. To apply the stain, you can use a good stain brush or stain pad. I suggest using a brush for the handrail and any other spots you want to be more precise. Staining pad works great for spindles as you can grab more of the spindle. Manufacturer of this stain recommends that you do not overstain or add a second coat of stain. Lightly apply the stain to the handrail and the spindles and be careful that it does not run and leave streaks. The staining pad does a great job on the boards. Just be sure to buy a couple from your local Ace. Then you can switch out when one is used up. It's also recommended that you work in small sections, 1 to 3 boards at a time, and to finish the entire board before moving on to the next to avoid lap marks. After you've used about a third of your first can of stain, open the second can and pour some of the stain into your first can. Mix up both cans and pour some of the stain from can 1 back into can 2. Mix both stains again. Do this once or twice more before returning to staining. The goal of mixing the cans is to have consistent color throughout the entire staining process. Continue staining the boards. When your first can is about half empty, mix the stain cans again. Once you've started to make some good headway on your project, be sure you do not stain yourself into a corner. You don't want to walk on your fresh stain. And once you have the deck boards finished, it's time to move on to the stairs and the joists. For the detail work, I recommend using a brush, and for the larger flat surfaces, the staining pad will work great. Take a look at the difference staining did to the appearance of the deck. It looks phenomenal. Now, it'll be protected from the elements for years to come. Coming up next is my video on how to prep your deck for staining.